Hello yogis and welcome to my channel. My name is Xenia and today I'm offering you well-rounded Vinyasa flow practice. So everything by a little bit, we are keeping the balance, we are working about the strength, we are working about flexibility in this practice. And let's just jump into the practice to get joy and happiness in our lives. And I will ask you to bring yourself into the kneeling, seated position. We will start from the concentration on our heart zone. So you may bring one hand on the heart, one on the belly. Couple of deep breaths before we are starting our practice. We want to set the intention. So may this practice bring us positive vibes, bring us health, happiness, and joy in our lives. And you may add any intention from yourself. And during the practice, remember it. Great, and right from here I will ask you to tuck the toes. So bring again your sitting bones on the heels. If it will be in the moment more intensive for your feet, you will again open and close. And we are moving to the folding down for the neck. So bring hands, interlock the fingers, bring hands behind the head and softly, gently relaxing your elbows, relaxing both arms. So without any additional pressure, you are staying in this stretch. Keep your spine straight, so still keeping this nice line of your back till the sitting bones. Breathe and holding. Great, relief, open the toes and then left hand a little bit by diagonal line behind your back on the left side, and you start to press away, push away, joining your right arm and moving like this into the side stretch, holding a bit here, reaching out, press high your hips. And then gently relieve and do a nice circle on the right side. Bring your right hand, diagonal line behind your back, and then pressing away, reaching out with the left arm. Keep this tension, don't give up through the hips. Great, relief, bring yourself into the tabletop position, turn fingers on you, your wrists should stick to the ground, tuck the toes and as low as you can your sitting bones on your heels. The idea of the stretch, first of all, we want to do wrist stretch, so don't lift up your wrists if you feel that you compensate because of this move and you move lower like this with the sitting bones. We don't want that, so your wrists should stick to the ground. Keep your back straight, arms straight, couple of moments more here. Great, relief, open your toes, bring yourself into the sitting position. Now opening your elbows on the sides, keeping your arms into the squared alignment, cactus arms, and move like a cat-cow position. You bring the elbows to the center, rounding the back really nicely, squeezing the top of your back, and then inhale, you're opening, maximum closing your shoulder blades. And then exhale, rounding the back. And inhale, opening. And like this in your own tempo, about 5-7 times. Depends on your tempo. Depends on your speed. You connect, move with the breath. Every time, quality move. And after the last one, relief, bring yourself back to the tabletop position, moving to the thread through the needle pose. On inhale, opening your right arm, look at the ceiling, and exhale, slowly moving your hand on the left side. So bring yourself on the right shoulder. Ask yourself how it feels. Maybe you're staying here with supportive left hand. Maybe hand goes on the right hip. And for additional weight and balance, you may straighten the left leg also and hold the pose in this modification. If you like immediately challenges, you may also lift up your left leg, but it might be too much. So always please check your shoulders and ask, how do you feel? We should be very careful with the shoulders and knees, okay? We have only one set for this life. These parts, so be gentle. Better to do less. Great. Left hand coming back, support, good support here. Press away. Come back to the tabletop position, and we're changing the side. Inhale, opening your left side, lengthen your arm, look at the ceiling, and exhale, left hand on the right side. And again, step by step, maybe moving deeper, maybe staying as you are. Great. Come back, relieve the pose. Good. Give base in your right hand and hold the weight down on your belly and chest. We want to compensate this position and to open our shoulders from the inner side. Spread your arms, cactus arms, again, squared alignment. And then you bring your left hand closer to the chest and you start to roll on the right side. So don't move your right arm like it was in the squared alignment. It stayed there. And it's sometimes really enough just to roll a bit. Really nice stretch for your chest and shoulders from the inner side. Holding. Great, relief, come back to the middle line again, open, cactus arms, squared alignment, fix your left shoulder on the ground and right hand pressing away, rolling on the left side. Maybe a little bit opening your hips to help to go deeper. Come back to the middle line, move into Shalabhasana. Your arms along the body, roll the shoulders, lift up the chest. And when you feel ready, lift up your straight legs, pointed toes, and arms high. If there is a bit of room, you start to lift up even higher, higher, higher. Couple of breaths here. Good. Relief. Catch the breath for a moment in crocodile position. Relief. Completely relax your back. And now bending the knees, grabbing your feet. The same principle. When you feel ready, you start to press away, lifting up. Don't open knees on the sides. We want to keep them into the squared, still straight alignment. And holding, holding, holding. Great. Relief crocodile position. Relax for a moment. Hands to the chest, tuck the toes, bring yourself into the plank position. Breathe in, holding a nice diagonal line from your shoulders to your heels. Don't let your hips to be curved. And move into the side plank on the right side. Turn your fingers on the right. Start to press away through the hips. Maybe your feet on one line. Maybe if it's too much, they're a little bit supporting each other. And for the challenge, you may lift up your left leg in the air and press away through the hips, holding, holding, holding. A little bit more. Great. Come back to the middle line. Plank position. Catch the breath, belly in. Again, checking shoulders above the wrists. And when you feel ready on the left side, side plank, pressing away through the hips. Maybe lifting up your right leg, keeping the balance, feeling strong. Great job. Come back to the plank position. Right from here, lift up the hips and we start to walk in the first down facing dog position. Checking our ankles, so heels up and down. Walking, walking, walking. Now spread your feet on the sides of the mat. Press down through the heels. Spread the fingers, so give good base in your hands. And start to hold down doggy for 5-6 deep breaths. If it's getting intensive, always bend the knees. It's all about your straight back and arms. Great. Look up. Step forward between your hands. Staying folding down here. So let your spine to hang down. Maybe grabbing your elbows. Holding first inversion. So let your spine to be relaxed bone after bone. No any tension. No any squeeze and moves. Relax your neck. Let everything hang down. Let it go. And then hands above the knees. Inhale, look up, flat back. Engage your buttocks, start to lift up. Continue this lifting up of your torso. And now inhale, arms, hands above the head. And exhale, Samastatihi. Open your shoulders, chest. Inhale, lift up your right leg in the air. Point the toes, hold. Really good straight line of your back, pressing down through the left foot, holding. And from here, stepping back into the pyramid position like a soldier. So step back, ground both heels, your feet in parallel lines. Inhale, look up at the ceiling, open your arms, hands. Exhale from the hip, belly, chest moving slowly, slowly, checking your level down. Maybe you will stay above the knee, your ankle level, or deeper, deeper till the ground. Holding the stretch. Prepare yourself for Trikonasana from here. Leave your left hand on the left foot. Open your right foot 45 degrees. So more, now you're moving through the side. And right from the bottom, opening your right hand, arm, and higher, higher, higher. Opening yourself and holding Trikonasana. Maybe look at the ceiling if it's not too shaky, not too much. You can always gaze in front of you. And now let's move to the half moon pose. So you relieve the top arm, you bend the front left knee, create some space, so bring your left hand further from the body, like 20-30 centimeters, you need some space. And then pressing away, gently bringing yourself into the half moon pose. Keeping squared alignment, maximum squared alignment, 90 degrees here. For your legs, and for the challenge you may look at the ceiling. Now controlling, closing the pose, so you start to bend the knee, coming back to the warrior two. Step back, ground yourself. Checking your back hand, we have tendency usually to decrease the level, so we want to keep our hands on the level of the shoulders here. And then feel the pose, grounded, secure, stability. Great. Big circle with the arms, hands down, stepping back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, baby or high cobra. Exhale, relief. Tuck the toes down, facing dog position for 5-6 deep breaths. Concentration on yourself. Squeezing the space between the shoulder blades. Now prepare yourself for the jump, bend the knees, look up, and then bringing weight back and forward on supportive arms, hands, jump, and straightening the legs. Nice inhale up, and exhale, Samastitihi in front of the heart. Changing the side, lifting up our left knee in the air, keeping back straight, point the toes, and really quality work here. You want to lift up your knee as high as you can, feeling opposite buttocks, pressing down through the right foot, holding. Like a soldier, stepping back into the pyramid position, secure, grounding the heels, straightening the legs. Inhale up, Exhale, hold the way down or someone the way. Holding, hamstring stretch on this side. Moving to Trikonasana. Open your left foot 45 degrees. Ground your right hand on your right foot. And inhale, opening, taking slowly into the Trikonasana, focusing on the top shoulder and holding, moving through the side. And let's jump to the half moon pose. So bending the front knee, your hand in front of you, pressing away, holding half moon pose on this side. If it's too shaky, don't look at the ceiling. Toes can be on you, or if you like, you can point them. Any level is good. If it's too much, you're using block in front of you. And let's come back to the warrior two, this time. So bending the front knee, stepping back, feeling the balance in your arms, hands, feeling the pose. Big circle with the arms, hands down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, relief. Tuck the toes, down facing dog position for 5-6 deep breaths. And then give good base in the hands. We're moving on 3 leg down doggy, lifting up your right leg. Hold a bit here. Then controlling the move, bending the knee, bring yourself into the plank position, slowly moving here, and then to the pigeon pose. So your right knee still in the air, to the wrist, flex the foot in the air, and crawl and move back. Let your body to accept the pose. Then you look up. And you may stay here or gently moving lower into the lean pigeon pose. Now still the same alignment for your legs. Straight your arms and grab your back foot. First modification of mermaid position. So bending the knee, grabbing the foot, and be careful because this pose is also for the balance. If you feel that you're losing yourself back, try to do inner rotation and still keep more pigeon pose here. And up to you, if you feel like you can also bring your heel closer to the buttocks, so moving deeper here. You can grab also your foot with the belt. Any modification is nice. If it's too much, you just bend the knee. And now controlling, you relieve the foot, so don't let it drop. Carefully. Hands down, give good base, stepping back. Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, relief. Tuck the toes. Down facing dog position for a couple of breaths now, just for alignment. And then lifting up your left leg in the air. Hold a bit. Softly bending the knee and moving into the plank. So slowly your knee into the left wrist, flexing the foot in the air, and only after landing, crawling back. Inhale, look up, open your hip, and exhale, moving into the stretch. Relaxing the hip zone, maybe breathing through the hip here. Relaxing. Now straightening your arms, grabbing the back foot, so bend the knee, holding the foot, holding the quad stretch. Great, and from here just relieve, bring yourself on the sitting bones. We are changing alignment now on the sitting position. Bring your feet into the butterfly position, so right in front of you in the middle line. Fix the lock from the hip, belly, chest to the front, rounding the back, moving as low as you can with the forehead to your feet. Relieve, start to straight your back. And now you leave your left foot near the root chakra in any level on your right leg. Maybe you're using the belt. If you have any strap, it's nice for this pose. And you start to straight the leg right in front of you. So if it's intensive, then you're grabbing ankle or even under the knees. So you choosing your level, but keeping your back straight, shoulders, chest a little bit moving down. creating the balance. So you don't want to crush your back and doing because of your back this move. Straightening, bringing belly to the front and shoulders, top of the back, back. And then exhale, relief. And couple of slow moves here like this. Again, opening, hold a bit. Let accept the pose, feeling your level and relief. And one more time, a little bit longer maybe, holding. Great, relief, and then changing the side. Right foot to the root chakra. Maybe belt, maybe grabbing any comfortable level. Straighten and holding. Exhale, relieving. Second approach. Relief, and the last one maybe a bit longer. Good job. Now both feet in front of you, further from the body. Good shape of diamond here, from the hip, belly, chest to the front, and rounding the back, moving with the forehead to your feet. Good, relieving, straightening your back, moving to the frog pose. It's the last intensive pose for today. So soon will be Shavasana from the squared tabletop position. Bring yourself with the knees on the sides first, and then if you know this pose and it's okay for you, you're bringing yourself lower on the forearms and opening feet into the froggy feet. So if you know that it's intensive pose, keep your feet somewhere closer to the middle line. It will come. And hips on the level of the knees, so we don't want to move forward or back. Melting down from the heart, maybe bringing yourself lower. Staying in the stretch. And we're coming back. First, good base on your forearms, then closing feet, then good base in your hands. Put the weight on your arms here and gently bring the knees to the middle line. So be always careful with intensive poses. We don't want to get any injuries. We want only to get beneficial sides. And then lay in position. Lifting up your hips. Maybe you may feel like here. Maybe you want to straighten the legs and follow with me into the plow pose with supportive hands. Or completely bringing your feet further. So getting any relief for lower part of the back. Any level is good. If you don't feel like to go deeper, you can stay in the parallel line today, or just lifting up the hips might be enough. And your hands can be like supportive hands again, bending the knees and softly, gently closing the pose. If you feel like then good base in your hands and without support on the low part of the back, you rolling back bone after bone. Cross your feet for a moment, bring your knees to the chest. And then when you feel ready, bring yourself into Shavasana. Completely relaxing entire body. And then you start to awaken your body, moving with the fingers and toes. Doing great stretch above the head. Nice to lengthen yourself. Bending the knees if you feel like, always rolling on any comfortable side. So step by step lifting up into the sitting position to close the session. And all together, let's bring our hands in front of the heart for clean, loving intentions. Thank you for joining. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for doing this well-rounded Vinyasa flow practice with me. If you find it beneficial, I really appreciate your likes and comments. If you want to stay on your mat a little bit longer and to fulfill your practice with some breath work, you will see now option on the screen. And I see you next time. Have a nice day.